Hello everyone, welcome back to The Buzz. I'm Jackson.
And I'm Lorelai, and today we're going to do something a little special on the show.
And special it really should be, I hope so.
But hold on, Jackson. Before we get into it, we need to talk about what is happening this weekend.
Okay, fine. We are looking to add a little bit of fun to your Sunday. We'll look no further than Jesuit Bend Park. That is, of course, the location of Liaya's Sunday Fun Day. It's going to be a blast, so you really don't want to miss it. I'm telling you this. Lorelai, what's also going to be happening there?
Well, first, as you can imagine due to the name, there's going to be all the ice cream that you can eat.
Wonderful.
And we're also going to have some awesome boiled crawfish and shrimp.
So something super sweet and something super spicy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Going very opposites of the spectrum there.
Yeah, but there's also going to be other yummy foods as well.
Like?
We also have a silent auction where you could get some amazing pieces of art and other prizes. So make sure to check out what we've got.
There will also be games, a dunk booth where you can have the chance to dunk your choice of parish president candidate. The LASPCA will also be there with some adoptable dogs. Maybe this Sunday you will find your newest family member. And there will also be live music from Liaya's music department's very own band, No AC.
It's really going to be an amazing event, and we look forward to seeing everyone out there. Remember, it is this Sunday, August 14th, 1 to 5.
Oh, okay. Now we're ready for the special thing that we're doing this episode? Please?
Yes, Jackson. Now we're ready.
Okay, let's get into it.
As we mentioned just a second ago, we're going to be doing something very special on this episode. Now, you may be wondering, why are we doing something special? And it is because this is Jackson's last episode with The Buzz.
It's really hard to believe. It's really the end of an era.
It is, for sure. Now, I would just like to make it clear that it isn't goodbye forever, just, goodbye for now. Jackson's going to be off to college in a few weeks, going to LA Tech, and his family is moving to Mississippi as well. But we do ask for you to come back and visit us.
Well, of course. I already have plans to do so, which you guys will not know any dates and times. I'll just walk in.
Yeah, I can see you doing that 100%.
Probably during recording, too.
So, we're in mid-segment, and he's just going to be like, hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's going on in here?
He's like, so, in honor of this being your last episode with The Buzz, you're going to do your last interview as well. But instead of you interviewing someone else, I'm going to interview you.
Awesome. Okay, ask away. I've been waiting for this.
Perfect. Okay, so here's the first question. As we mentioned before, you're going to be going to LA Tech in a few weeks. What is your major going to be, and what made you want to major in that?
Okay, so I'm going to be going into environmental science. Generally speaking, it's kind of like a hug term for a lot of environmental sciences, including hands-on work as well as development with teams of people. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be more flexible in what I wanted to do. A little fun fact for you, when I went up to orientation recently, I was only one of 2 people doing that. So to show the demand, I've already gotten job offers from around, and it's a great expanding field to go into that I saw a lot of promise in.
Okay. And with the environmental science degree, what were you thinking you were going to do with it?
Well, to put it simply, I'm going to get out of college, I'm going to go to the coast, I'm going to find a problem and just start working on it and go from there. There's so many things that the environmental science degree can apply to, and a lot of problems here in our state currently that could be dealt with, especially when they're looking for people such as myself with that kind of experience to be working on these projects, that there's work all over the coastline, and I really want to preserve what we have here because I love Louisiana and I love our environment, our wildlife, our culture, our people. I'm just gonna go and solve as many problems as I possibly can.
That's cool. What made you choose LA Tech? From what I understand, you were accepted to several schools.
That's kind of a hard one. For the longest time, I was torn between 2 schools, LSU's Ogden Honors and LA Tech. One major thing that really influenced my decision was their pricing. Their pricing was way more fair, and I felt like I was going to get way more out of what I was going to get for my buck at LSU if I was going to LA Tech. Not to mention they were really personable with me, and I got a lot of merit scholarships that would allow me to go through the school. including a bunch of other experiences with people that I talked to who had gone to there, including somebody who had gone to LSU and then later talked about how they wish they would have chose LA Tech, and hearing their experiences from LSU really changed my mind to the topic, and I decided to go with LA Tech in the end.
So what are you most excited for about starting college?
Honestly, I'm not really excited for college as of yet. I'm not getting myself all worked up yet because I don't know what to expect, and I don't want to be like let down because I got myself overworked. But I'm really excited from the fact of how flexible my classes are. So I thought for sure I was gonna have to drop all my hobbies, but I'm actually have a decent schedule for my schooling, which gives me a lot of time in between to do what I like. They have a ton of hiking and kayaking trails all around the LA Tech campus and in the local area that I can go to in my spare time. There are even a few days that I have where I don't have any classes at all and I can do whatever I want, and they have a bunch of stuff on campus for me to utilize, like recording rooms and studios where I can actually store my instruments too. I'm very excited for the opportunities that I have going to LA Tech. Not to mention the town itself, Ruston, is awesome. The people there are awesome. Love it so much.
What is something that Liaya has taught you that you're gonna take along with you on this next chapter?
Never judge a book by its cover. Like, seriously. When I got started in Liaya, the only reason why I got started in Liaya is because of the fact that I didn't want to play baseball anymore. I had to do something because of my ADHD, so I actually worked off my energy during the summer, and I hated playing baseball. I hated it. And when I finally decided to quit, my mom mentioned how her friend, Miss Joni, was starting up a theater group, and I joined up with not very high expectations, and then it slowly grew on me in the strangest way to where now the saddest part of leaving my hometown is the fact that I'll have to leave some of the experiences that I would have at Liaya. Not forever, of course, just for now.
Of course.
But honestly, just never judge a book by its cover, because I never thought I would get this into Liaya ever, and this outspoken. I was so shy before I came here.
That's really weird.
I feel like a lot of people get that. I feel like a lot of people here have gone to Liaya were like, man, I was so recluse. I barely like talking to people. And
I mean, I was too, but like you?
Yeah, exactly. Right? Right?
What is something that you're nervous about starting college?
One thing I'm definitely nervous about is the drive up there, because it isn't that bad. It's only about 6.5 hours from here to there, and it's mainly interstate, so it's straight shots. But my Bronco is an older vehicle, and I'm terrified that something's going to happen to it, or that I'm going to do something that causes some kind of damage to it. I'm just very scared if my Bronco is going to be durable through the trip, but I'm confident that I'm going to be okay up there. Another thing too is I am terrified about the cost of like food and gas. I have plenty of money saved up, but every single time I like look at the money in my wallet, I'm like, man, I can't wait for all of this to be gone within 1 year. Yeah, that's gonna be great.
That too.
I'm going to be eating so much microwave ramen. It's gonna be crazy, absolutely crazy. But honestly, going to orientation, and this is something I think everybody can learn, orientation and seeing my housing and seeing what we have available to us, it really lessened my stress about that. Because for one, with your meal plan, dude, they make like a feast for every meal. I mean, there is so much to it. I don't even know where to start. They even have vegan stuff, like a vegan pizza and tofu meat. It's awesome. It's so good. Yogurt, fresh milk, and best of all, they let you take servings out with you so you can have a snack or something during your classing. And that would really help me de-stress. Not to mention, I have a bunch of places where you can use like ovens and microwaves openly and freely, and markets in town where they have like old fruits or vegetables that would have been thrown out that they give to college students so they can make lunches and prepare food for themselves. So that's one thing that I've really had my stress lowered on. The drive, not so much, but food expenses, I'm good.
So with you going to college and maybe going into my senior year, is there any advice that you could give me, who obviously will be graduating next year?
Apply to everything you can. Even if there is a school that you have no intention of going to, apply for it, because if you get into said school, that could be great leverage for you to get into another school. Because that was one thing that really helped me with LA Tech was LSU offered me a lot of money to go there, a lot more than I'm willing to disclose, but not enough to pay their tuition. But LA Tech offered me enough that paid for my tuition completely. And I used leverage from what I got for LSU and the fact that I got Ogden Honors to get more from LA Tech. And that's something that a lot of people don't realize is that you are negotiating with these schools. You're trying to get their bid in order to go in. You are not some victim here who's being purchased and put a price on it. You are selling yourself as merchandise. Do it greatly. And trust me, I am worth a lot, let me tell you. But another thing too is don't sweat it. Don't stress. Learn to calm yourself. For me, I found that like just sitting down and taking a breather and like laying on the ground is such a good stress reliever. Find something that is stress relieving for you and stick with it and keep it. That was why I was so determined to bring my music instruments up with me, is because music is so stress relieving for me. You really don't want to try and detach yourself from these things because that can just end up making things worse for you. Don't stress it, but always keep it in mind. Do well this year, go out with a bang, and you'll be good and dead set on going into a good college.
That's good to know.
And get in mind what you want to do. Get in mind what you want to do.
Yeah, because applications opened about a week and a half ago
Really?
for the fall 2023 college freshmen, and I haven't even thought about applying yet because I have no idea what.
Fill out your FAFSA now.
I know.
Do it as soon as you can.
FAFSA doesn't open till October.
I know, but you need to do it as soon as you can. Like, seriously. So many colleges will not even look past your application if you have not filled out your FAFSA. Like, I've already gone to LA Tech and they're already like, so you plan on filling out next year's FAFSA? And I'm like, but I'm already in your school. And they're like, you plan on filling it out or what? And I'm like,
wow.
Okay.
Thank you, Jackson, for the interview and for all the time that you spent on the Buzz and in Liaya. And we here are really going to miss you.
Wow, I didn't sense even the slightest bit of sarcasm.
There
Dare I
was no
say that was
sarcasm.
actually genuine from you, Lorelai?
Yes, there was.
Ah, it's okay. I'm gonna miss you guys too.
Up next, Ren and I are going to see how well we know Jackson in a fun trivia challenge.
I made the questions and answers. Alright, so let's just get this straight. You're going to play Kahoot, answering questions that are all about me.
Yeah.
And they're going to be in multiple choice, which is a good thing because I don't know how well I'm going to do on this.
And what do you get if you win?
I don't think we get anything if we win, unless, you're willing to put something up.
I'll buy whoever wins
I don't
something
know,
at the store next door.
And I'll give you a pat on the back.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, let's get this started. So I'll go ahead and read out the questions and you two will answer and we'll see who gets it right.
All right.
Alright.
Let's do this. I'm usually pretty good at trivia.
And
That is
I'm
not a good way to
usually-
start this. I'm really good at trivia.
I win at Kahoot all the time.
Okay.
I
Oh
don't
no,
believe
it's
you.
starting.
Welcome to
Okay.
Jackson's game. Alright, here we go.
Question mark.
When was Jackson born?
Read that question. Answers.
Is it A, September 9, 2002? Is it B, September 9, 2003? Is it... Okay, yep, you guys got it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's easy mode though. Don't get
Yeah.
too excited.
I know
all right?
birthdays.
Yeah, congrats, good for you.
You just said
Birthdays,
it yesterday. I mean,
Literally
like a minute
an hour ago.
So maybe.
We were talking about this.
How are you, Lori? You both got it.
Oh, it's
No,
based on
it's
time. Lorelai answered it quicker because she's terrifying. Where was Jackson born? Is it California, Louisiana, Mississippi, or Texas? Oh wait, we got one answer. California was the correct answer. Both of
I
you
was
answered
born in
Louisiana.
I was born in California too.
I was born in California because my dad was over there doing a rigging job when he joined up with the Border Protection Service.
Oh, I was born in California because my dad was in the military and we were living on a military base in California at the time. And by we, I do mean my parents because
Yeah,
I
yes,
was
you were not
born yet.
Fun fact, I was born in the same hospital that my mom worked in as a receptionist.
Nice.
There you go.
Well,
Makes
receptionist. How many years has Jackson been in Liaya? Is it 18?
Wow,
Is it
apparently.
7? Is it 11? Or is it 13? Ha, 7,
Let's
11.
see. I feel like okay.
You guys both got it right with 11 years.
This was my thought process.
I joined when I was 7.
subtracting.
I was
After
like,
I quit baseball.
I was like, 5 seems too young.
this is what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like I know this one, and I feel like it's 10. And then the answers came up, and 10 wasn't there. So then I was like, okay, well 11 is the closest to 10, so I'm gonna pick that one.
18
You
years.
guys are both doing very good.
18 years. Oh god.
I hope you're humbled how much they know you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know it seems like I don't listen when Jackson talks, but I usually do.
I don't.
I know you don't. I know you do because you comment on the
I
things that I
zone
say
out.
actively.
I usually
I zone
listen.
out.
I'm still surprised you guys didn't know I was born in California. I thought I've talked about how I
No,
used
I
the
didn't know.
excuse of being born in California to explain why I don't like a lot of different seafoods.
I use that excuse too.
Right, it works. All right.
I like well, my
next
taste
question.
buds were developed in California,
Yeah.
so.
That's
I'm born and
That's
bred.
not a good thing.
so-
Yeah, it really is. But
okay.
all right, next question. Here we go. Number 4. What was Jackson's first play with Leia? Was it The Grinch? Was it The Wizard of Oz? Was it Seeing Beyond? Or was it Leia's Salute to Disney?
I wasn't here.
Neither one of you were here.
I don't
I've
know.
talked about it before. Yeah, it was
I don't
Seeing
know.
Beyond. Seeing Beyond was the first production that Leia ever made. They did it in
Okay.
the auditorium.
Okay, so-
Oh, I
Yes,
did know that.
Yes, you did.
I
Yes.
did know that.
It
I
was
just
not the second time we did Seeing Beyond.
It was the
first
first time. Because the
He
second one
was-
was the sequel.
JC, I was the lovely Evangeline, and I messed up his trick.
Yeah.
But nobody in the audience knew.
Because I knew that the time I was in it wasn't the first time y'all had done it.
Ah. Okay.
That one was a hard one, I'll be fair.
I couldn't. I
my
knew that
stage-
at some point, but I couldn't
I've never
remember.
seen it.
What is Jackson's favorite type of music? Is it heavy metal? Is it rap? Is it country? Or is it classic rock?
Okay. I was like,
Who
I
said
answered that
country?
one. I was like, I answered
Why?
that one
I don't
confidently.
know.
So if I'm wrong,
I listen to
I'm gonna
only
be very
95.7. It only plays
That's
classic
the
rock.
ones you sing.
confused. No, I'm not sure. I want to exit the game.
Wait,
No,
so who
please don't
answered
let me
country?
Bryn. I
Good on Lorelai, she's
He
in the
just
lead.
sings it. So
I sing 2 country songs.
I know.
If you can
So
classify the
important,
second song that I'm referring to as country, even though it has
Which one?
electric guitar in it. So.
okay.
Ready?
Tennessee Whiskey.
Yes, I'm ready.
Very next question, number 6. What is the running inside joke from our radio play that has yet
Oh
to be
my
posted due to
God.
Michael not editing it?
Michael.
Is it Jackson, shut up, you're dead? Is it shut up, Jackson, you're dead? Is it be quiet, Jackson, you're dead? Okay. It's Jackson, shut up, you're dead.
You have to say the words in the right order, otherwise it's not.
The second one,
That-
shut up, Jackson, you're dead, is all you.
What?
Is all you. That's how you mess it up all the time.
I don't do that.
Jackson,
I say
yes,
it
you
right
do.
every time. I
No,
say
you
Jackson
don't.
shut up
No,
your
you
head
don't.
every time.
Roll back the clips right now. Insert them in. I'm giving Shelby more work to do.
No. Moving on.
Next question. All right. It's still pretty close. All right, 7. What song did Jackson end up singing a cappella at a beta convention? Was it Knocking on Heaven's Door? Is it I'm Still... Okay, so we got that one.
That was like.
You're writing your entire ego.
It's because I remember that vividly.
Okay,
Yeah.
now Lisa, the answer.
I did my.
It was Hallelujah. It was Hallelujah.
Yeah.
It was not Don't Stop Believing either.
I remember that vividly because I was there.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yeah, we were both there.
Yeah.
I didn't know Ren at the time, though. I knew your sister. That was it.
I
You
knew
knew
you.
me.
You did a Stitch impression. That was my first impression of you.
Look
You
at
were doing a
Look
Stitch
at my
impression.
streak. 3 correct
Wow.
answers in a row. Wow.
You go, Lorelai. Ren,
What?
you're disappointing me.
I'm trying.
Next question, number
You
8.
Only 1,000 behind.
What are the names of Jackson's 2 current dogs? Is it Bailey and Buster, Bo and Buster, Bo and Baxter, Bo and Brody? T-Bo, you know? T-Bo. No, it's
Even
Bo and
if I
Buster.
didn't know that, the way he reacted to each answer, he was like, Baxter.
Wow. Yeah, Jackson, you gotta be more neutral.
I've tried, but like I saw Baxter and I want to pronounce Dexter because of Dexter's Lab. Such a good show. Anyways, next question. Good job on both of you for that one. Rin, you're falling behind.
I'm
Number
trying.
9. What is Jackson's favorite color? Is it red, green, blue, or pink? Blue was the correct answer. Blue.
I actually didn't. I didn't know that.
Props if you guessed royal blue or baby blue, as those
Those
are two
were
of
not-
my favorite shades.
Options.
Red.
Yeah.
Choices.
I don't know.
Red is an angry color.
Why
I'm
are
not
you
a
wearing
angry
it?
person.
Because he's angry.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Actually, there's a little bit of blue right there because I'm calm now. But
I lost my answer streak, guys.
yes, you did.
But I'm still winning.
Rand, you're down by almost
trying.
over 1,000 points. Don't worry, it's about to get harder from here. All right,
Oh.
number 10. What was the first instrument Jackson learned to play? Was it guitar, drums, he doesn't know how to play any instruments, or violin? It was violin.
He doesn't
I
know.
second guessed myself too.
Yeah, he actually has no musical background at all. He doesn't play instruments. He
No.
doesn't even really like music.
Yeah,
What's
actually
no AC?
sings so
I
often.
hate music, man. I can't get it down, you know? I'm tone deaf. But yeah, the first instrument I tried to learn how to play was violin when I got into the Music Gifted Talented program. I attempted violin for about 2 weeks, hated it, picked up trumpet, and I played it for 8 years.
Wait, you got into the music gifted program without knowing? Oh, wait, okay.
I could sing.
Right. I as soon as I asked, I realized that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh wait, that's how that works.
I was in 5th grade when I tried to play it. 11. What was Jackson's dream job when
What
he was
kind of-
7 years
what?
old? A singer, an actor, a garbage truck driver, or a police officer?
What?
The answer will surprise you. It was in fact a garbage truck driver.
It just seemed, I don't know, it just seemed
Random.
At 7 years old, he was like still joining, if he had at
Right.
all, still joining Leia, still getting into performing and
I
everything.
was obsessed with
And
garbage
he
trucks.
just didn't seem like the kind of person who would want to be a police officer.
I loved
So-
garbage trucks. I loved them so much. I loved the mechanics of them. They were like magical beetles to me. All right, next
Beetles.
question. Mobiles.
What?
All right, 12 of 18. What is the nickname Jackson's mom calls him? Is it Jaybird? Is it Jax? Is it J-Dog or J-Man? It is in fact Jaybird.
Oh!
Jax?
Well, okay,
Miss Jo
I
calls
didn't
you
know
that.
Miss Joe calls you Jax, so I just went with it.
Yeah.
That is understandable.
It was, I didn't know, and that was the best guess I had.
There is
Yeah.
no story behind this one. My mom just calls me that for whatever reason.
For some reason.
Yeah, for some reason. Next question. That was a hard one. You guys have both only heard me say that once. What is Jackson's middle name? It's number 13. Is it William? Is it Henry? Is it Benjamin? Or is it Paul?
I don't know.
It is in fact Paul. What?
I've been knowing that.
Yeah.
You saw I answered that one immediately.
I literally write my full name on everything. Fun fact for you guys, my dad wanted to name me William when I was born.
Oh, fun fact, all the other answers were dogs that came to my clinic today.
Wow, seriously? Great.
Wait, why were they named human names?
I don't know, I'm not their owner.
My name's a dog,
Weird.
Benjamin.
There was a cat, my dad, it was a cat named William.
Because Benji. Also, I would totally
Benji's
name
cute.
my golden retriever
I have a
Henry.
stuffed dog
So that
named
when I
Benji.
refer to my son, people think it's an actual kid.
Oh my god.
Number 14. How old is Jackson's dog Bo? I recently talked about it. Is he 3? Is he 5? Is he 2? Or is he 8?
I don't know.
This is in human years, not dog years. He is in fact 5
Dang.
years old. He turned
Okay.
5 recently. Good on both of you. I've talked about this.
Oh, and for some other future questions, you two wait until he finishes spelling out the all the answers, please, because there's some funny.
Alright,
There's
we're
also
kinda
like
getting trampled
there's
on.
also like a 20-second. The only reason I'm like, there's like a
I know
20
there's
second
20
time
seconds,
limit.
but he talks fast, so
Yeah, I do talk fast.
that's why
Alright.
I'm like, you guys.
We're coming
I'm
close
like,
to
I
the
need to
end.
wait.
Lorelai is in a blazing lead, even though she missed 2 of the important questions. This is number 15 of 18. What vehicle did Jackson want as his first vehicle and why? Was it a Ford Bronco because it's a man's car? Was it a Chevy Silverado because every man in Louisiana has one? Was it a Toyota Prius because it's got good gas mileage? Was it a Honda Civic because he wouldn't feel bad for beating it up? It was in fact a Honda Civic.
The answer just seems so random.
It was correct, yes, and Lorelai got that one wrong.
I don't know. He loves his Bronco.
I've constantly talked about this,
You
but a
lost your
Honda
Bronco?
Civic, they're like $150. There's tons of them everywhere, and they just don't die. They're like the Nokia phones of cars. They just do not die.
Fair enough.
And I would not feel
I
bad
think
about
I
it.
do. Now that he says that, I think I do remember him
I have
talking
talked
about
about
that.
it. I have talked about
Like
it.
deep receded in your memory.
When I've talked
Yeah.
about how like,
So, it was in there somewhere.
how I love my Bronco, but how it's so rare and people constantly approach me about buying it, and Me being like, well, I went in a Honda Civic.
Well, you
I
see.
do not remember that.
Well, you see. Good job, Ren.
Yay!
Alright, 16 of 18. How did Jackson get his first guitar? Was it he won it at a fair? Did everyone at Leia pitched in to help him buy it? Was it was passed down from his grandfather, or was he stole it?
Did you steal it?
I'm not going to give you any kind of advantage here.
Yes.
It was, in
Aw.
fact, everyone at Leia pitched in to help me buy it. Basically, for like 2 months leading up, Joel was there for this at this point. They were all trying to insinuate in me leaning towards playing guitar because I had started playing trumpet with my music instructor for Music Gifted Talented. And so as a surprise, which I, at the time, absolutely hated, they all pitched in and bought me a guitar. And then 2 years later, I finally started to pick it up and realized just how sentimental and important it was to me, and just picked up and went on from there. Fun fact, I still have it to this very day, even though it is broken. I plan on fixing it and getting it refurbished so that I can use it as one of my main instruments.
And you're sure you didn't steal it?
I am absolutely sure I did not steal it.
Okay.
For the cops at home. What is Jackson's favorite fish? Is it the red fish? Is it the blue fish? Is it the holy catfish or the regular catfish?
What?
It kicked me out.
It kicked you out?
Kicked me out.
Yell out your answer. What is it?
The regular catfish.
Looks like I win by default, guys.
It's the holy catfish.
Wait, did I say that?
Of course it is.
It's the holy catfish.
Of course it is.
It's one of my favorite
What
memes.
is
I'll
that?
elaborate later. It is the catfish, but there is a specific meme going on right now where they found a catfish in Italy and they have named it the holy catfish.
Don't you love how he said he would elaborate later and then proceeded to elaborate?
Oh no, that's just the tip of the iceberg. This thing has been blessed by the Pope.
Of course it has. Okay.
Of course it
Last question.
Oh no.
You kicked me
Last
out right before the
question.
last question.
Don't worry, Ren, we're
Can
still
you get
giving you
back in?
points.
No.
Quick,
I don't know
quick,
the
type
code.
in the pin 653992.
No, the live viewers will be able to join. What have you done?
The game will be over. They won't be able to join.
It's not live.
Sorry, that nickname is taken.
Oh, red.
Just say no.
Just put
Red
rent.
one.
There. 2
Your
ends.
rent. Rent.
Hey, no, it's
okay.
fine. It's
We'll
fine.
add it to your score. Don't worry about it. We'll add it to your score.
We both got that one wrong, so it's fine.
18.
fine.
How much are we going to miss Jackson?
Hey, this is.
Meh, not at all. A lot. This much.
Oh my god, why are you so close?
Not
to
at
me?
all. Who is Red?
You knew. You didn't even have to ask. You. Knew
You
who
are the
answered
least
that.
favorite child.
You knew who answered that.
Wow.
Marco kicked me out.
Wow.
That's insulting.
Wow. All right, so Lorelai won.
Did Ren?
Third place, yeah!
Yeah! Woo! 7 out of 18, Ren! Woo! 11 out of 18. You missed 7?
Did I miss 7?
Did she miss 7?
Hold on, can I want to go back and see which ones I got wrong,
You
but I
missed the
can't.
California one.
I know I missed that one because I did not know that. I also did not know how old Bo was, but I got that one right.
I second guessed myself. I knew you had a violin first.
The fun
I don't know
fact.
how.
I didn't know which instrument you played.
The best part of this is that every single one of these questions has had the answer mentioned at least once around the both of you. So I've talked about the holy catfish before. Around the both of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's it.
I've also talked about California too. And that concludes today's episode of The Buzz. As promised, Lorelai, here is your pat on the back. Ren has been excommunicated as she is no longer the favorite child anymore for not knowing what my middle name was. It's Paul. But anyways,
You're right. His full name on everything.
and literally everything. Literally everything. I have stickers for everything too, with my entire name in cursive on it. But anyways, it has been a wonderful time. This episode has been very fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. I would love to make a guest appearance again on Jackson's Trivia Show, which is my show, and this is my show now. But it's been an amazing time with all of you, and thank you for all of our regular viewers, and I want to thank everybody who has helped me come this far. It's been an amazing journey, and although it is a goodbye, it is not a forever farewell, per se. I hope to come back and be on the show, maybe again. maybe soon, actually. But for at least now, for one final time, I'm Jackson. This has been The Buzz, and we'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.